first use case that we will go through is, so we will use property operation for this. And the use case is when the opportunity is 1, then so for example, we will set the opportunity 1 when related offer is accepted. So when we send an offer to a customer, and if this offer is accepted, and we have all the offers in the M files, and when somebody from sales department, salesperson, sets that offer to accepted, we will set the related opportunity to 1. So we have property opportunity in the offer class, and then we will set this related opportunity to 1. So I'll now share my screen. Okay. So as I'm presenting on the primary screen, I believe that you can all see my screen. So the extension kit is, as all the other application, it's a Vault application. It has its dashboard where you can see all the modules, and you can see all the logs from different modules. So if you're using certain modules or and then there are rules configured in that module, you will see what is going on in your Vault. You also see all the errors, warnings, and so on. So our first use case is what we want to do is, when the offer is accepted, we want to set the opportunity to 1. So we will use property operation for that. So every module is divided into groups. So you can first create a group. In that way, you can organize your rules. So we'll create a new rule. Usually we have some naming conventions, and that depends on the use cases. Sometimes we use like you also maybe are using in the metadata card, per use case or per object type. That's usually the primary two ways how we are naming our groups, or per object type or per use case. So in this example, I'll just write it per use case. Okay, and we will create a new rule. So our rule is opportunity to 1 when offer is accepted. So here you can write a description. So in the future, maybe we'll have some kind of tool that they will parse all this configuration and give you a documentation. So it's useful to write description to that. For example, when to 1. So here is also okay. So this is our first step. We name them, we describe them. By default, the rule is enabled. You have the configuration mode simple and advanced. So you can start with a simple, then you will have less options, and when you will go through the many different examples, you will use it in advanced level and in advanced options, because there are lots of different things that then you can change. For example, in this example, we will use copy mode from source to target. So our source is opportunity, and our source is offer, and our target is opportunity. So our copy mode is from source to target. You can also put it just on the source object, and that is also a usual scenario. When one object is changed, one property, sorry, is changed, then you can change a different property on that object. So as Ivan mentioned, all rules in the extension kit are triggered or are written in the similar way. So you have a trigger. So and trigger is triggered by some event. So these are current events that we are supporting: object created, object changed, object change state, object entered the state, on comment, scheduled. That means that you can schedule this rule to be triggered once a day, once per week, on specific date, every 10 minutes, and so on. You can also have run once. For example, if you are migrating or adding a new value to certain number of objects, then you will do it once, and you can run it only once. In the dashboard, you can execute run once rule, and you will execute that only once, and then you can change it if you want for a future on some other object. And also you can have it orchestrated. That's the newest trigger. So that means that in orchestration module, you can orchestrate all these rules on different modules. So this is the most advanced scenarios, and you are using that when you want to have all your solution orchestrated, because now it's based on events when some object is changed or some properties object is changed or it's created and so on. But if you don't want to use it like that you can orchestrate it. For example, when one object is changed, then you can change all different objects and do a lot of different things in mfiles, and you use that. Then you use orchestrated trigger for that. So in our scenario, when object is changed, and then we can also, if we want, we can monitor property, so and set when specific property is changed, but we don't want to do that. Our trigger source is offer. So this is a document, and it's an offer. Okay, and it has workflow, and it's accepted. Okay, so this is our trigger. So when this offer will be accepted, we want to do something. And we want to do that on a target. So our target, we will find targets via property. I don't want to go into many other details how we can else find the targets, but there are many ways that you can find a target. And our reference property is opportunity, because as I said, and I will do it like this. As I said, so our offer has opportunity directly on a class. So our reference property is opportunity. It's direct, so that means it's on that class. It can also be indirect. That means that the opportunity has offer as a reference. And what we want to do, we will set the property state to a static mode, because we know what we'll do, and we will set it to 1. And that's it. So this is our rule, and it's configured. I put it to disable because I already created that rule in advance. Same rule here. Now we can see how this works. So we'll create a new opportunity. And we'll put it to a customer unit fly. This is our new opportunity. Okay. And now we will create a new document, new offer. Okay. The customer is Unitfly, and this opportunity is OPPA 2. Okay, I'll check in immediately. So our new offer is created. Currently, it's in a draft state. I will change it to internal review. And then I will put it in accepted. Okay, now when the offer is accepted, what we expect is that our opportunity that is connected here will be 1. Okay, and it's 1. And we can see in history that there was a mFile server action that put from new to 1 when this offer is accepted.